guys, welcome back to my channel. Fit with Charlene here. Today's video is going to be more abs, guys. We're going to work on abs. Are you guys struggling with getting rid of lower belly pooch? That's that lower part of our stomach where it seems that all the fats that we don't want just seems to be settling over there. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you guys 4 exercises that I like to perform that helps me target that area when I'm doing abs. That way I'm able to just get that nice defined core all the way, not just the top part but also the bottom part. We want to get rid of that unwanted fat. Now guys, a lot of factors contribute to us having lower belly pooch. For mothers, childbirth itself, just giving birth itself, for some reason that lower part of our core or our stomach seems to keep that unwanted fat. Number 2, women who also are mothers, but then they had a C-section, cannot get rid of that unwanted belly fat on the bottom of their stomach. And number 3, a lot of people just tend to store extra unwanted fat on that area. So in this video, I'm going to work out with you guys for 10 minutes. You guys have to pay attention to exactly what I'm talking about in terms of how to properly perform these exercises. That way it is effective and it actually works. It is important. Form and technique is key to make sure it works. Again, if you do this for 10 minutes, 4 days a week, for 30 days, you will see a difference. I did it, I tested it out, and that's what I'm here to share with you guys. And also guys, stay tuned. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys extra tips on how to make sure that we keep and maintain our results. That way we don't just depend on these 4 exercises. All right guys, let's work out. All right, so first we're gonna make sure that we have a chair, something to hold on to. We're gonna do leg raises and hip lift. This is such a great workout for your lower belly. So we're gonna do each of these exercises for 1 minute. As you can see, we have the timer already started. So guys, make sure that you are raising your hips up as high as you can. Of course, if you're a beginner, feel free to raise your hips just a little bit, and make sure when you're lowering your legs that your legs stay horizontal and that they don't go all the way down. And then when you raise your hips up, it is vertical. So try to keep your legs as straight as you're able to. Of course, keep your knees bent if it's more easier, or if it's easier, and continue for 1 minute. Make sure you're breathing the whole time, guys. Close your eyes, just try to zen, and you should be able to feel the burn. And we're almost done here, and we're going to take a 10-second break before we move on to the next exercise. All right guys, next we're going to do mountain climbers, except we're going to do them diagonal mountain climbers. So we're not going to be moving fast, we're just going to be walking these mountain climbers. So make sure guys, as you can see, I got my palms on the ground, I got my toes planted onto the ground, and my core is crunched in as I'm doing the mountain climbers. Guys, it is really important to engage your core while you're doing this. So make sure you're feeling it in your core. This is why I like to do abs a little bit slower, because it really is important to focus on your core. So as you can see, I'm driving the opposite knee to the opposite elbow, feeling it in my core, engaging my core, keeping it crunched, and continuing for 1 minute, making sure that I'm breathing. Make sure that you plant your palms onto the ground as hard as you can. It really, really helps. Alright guys, on to the next exercise. It's just adjusting myself. 10-second break guys while we prepare for the next exercise. So we're going to keep our palms on the floor, and we're going to start, and we're going to do flutter kicks. So here, as you can see, we are keeping our core engaged as well. So this exercise, it's really easy to feel it in your legs if you're not really paying attention to engaging your core. So you want to make sure that your toes are pointed forward and that your core is nice and compressed. So what I like to tell people is connect your brain to your core. So think about your core. That way you can release that pressure from your legs and your hip flexors, because you do not want to feel in your hip flexors. You only want to feel it in your core. To really try to pay attention to that. Make sure you're breathing as well. I like to plant my hands onto the ground. That way I'm able to stabilize myself. And make sure that you're focused. If you start feeling in your legs, adjust yourself a little bit. Like as you can see right here, I was dying. I was feeling it in my hip flexors. I had to stop, pause, reconnect my brain to my core, and continue. Alright guys, another 10-second break as we adjust ourselves. As you can see, it's taking a quick breather. Make sure you're breathing before your next exercise. Adjust yourself, get ready. So next we're going to do one of my favorite exercises is planks, guys. Now this is another exercise that is really important for you to get it right. You have to do it right. Planks are really good to strengthening your whole abdominal area, your inner core, and definitely your lower belly puke. So as you can see, guys, I'm not like table flat because I'm crunching my core. So as you can see, I have that my hips are elevated up, but that is because my core is engaged. So you want to imagine your rib cage trying to reach to your pelvis and your pelvis trying to reach to your rib cage. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm not just laying flat on my elbow. So my hands are planted onto the ground. My core is tight, as compressed and as tight as I can feel it. So do not cheat yourself. Make sure that you're engaging that core. You're holding it super, super hard for a whole minute. Make sure you're also breathing. Guys, that is the only way for it to work. You have to do it that way. So continue doing that. Push yourselves. As you can see, I'm almost done. And time. Alright guys, so now we have finished our first set for those 4 exercises. We're going to take another 10-second break and we're going to start off the second set, guys. Apply the tips that I told you in the first one and you should be good to go. So let's continue working out. right, guys, the workout is complete. If you did it correctly, if you followed the instructions, you should be able to feel that burn. One last tip, guys. As everybody knows, abs are usually made where? In the kitchen. So guys, you have to remember that 70% of what you of the work comes from the kitchen. So you should be able to get results when you actually eat what you're supposed to eat. Guys, I have so many videos in my channel. I'm going to put the links below to where I talk about like exactly what to eat to help me maintain my results during this process of doing abs. The videos talk so much more in detail of why you should eat what you should eat, guys. Make sure that you're eating the correct meals to make sure that you're getting results, because what we just did was just 30% of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.